Hello and welcome back to the online pub quiz, this one for August 2026. A link for the answer sheets will be in the description if you choose to play as teams, or you can simply play along online. There are some rules to take in if you wanted to pause this screen. Of course, these are completely optional, except for the last one, no Googling. That is cheating. Aside from that, best of luck. So here we go with round one and question one. Nice easy one to warm up your brains. Tetley, Typhoo and PG Tips are brands of which beverage items? Question two is a true or false. True or false? Hong Kong has its own Disneyland. Question three. How many sides does a 50p piece have? I should state that this is a British 50p piece. Question four, and it's a multiple choice. Which country has the largest population in the world? Is it A, China, B, India, or C, United States of America? Question five, what is the name of the instrument used to measure temperature? Question six, and it's a correct order question. It's worth 2 points because you'll get half a point for each answer that's in the correct place. You need to put these famous battles in order of when they occurred, from the oldest to the most recent. Battle of Agincourt, Battle of Gettysburg, Battle of Midway, Battle of Waterloo. Question 7. Which decommissioned power plant is located near the abandoned city of Pripyat, Ukraine? Question 8 is an audio round. You'll hear 2 clips. It's 2 famous people speaking in an interview. You just need to name who the 2 famous people are. They will be significantly different, so you should be able to differentiate which one is which. Here we go.
I don't think many people would want me to be Queen. Actually, when I say many people, I mean the establishment that I'm married into, because they've decided that I'm a non-starter.
Why do you think they've decided that?
Because I do things differently, because I don't go by a rule book, because I lead from the heart, not the head. And albeit that's got me into trouble in my work, I understand that. But someone's got to go out there and love people and show it.
I don't really think about fame or anything like that. Right now I want to be able to accept responsibility and be able to produce films, and by that I mean acting and writing and whatnot, that really are responsible, that have something to say about life, that will better life, and that perhaps when I go to my grave, they'll say, well, he made some contribution in saying that man really has an unshakable spirit and optimism, and he can do anything he wants if he applies himself, because I'm a living testimonial to that. I mean, I think if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Question 9. It's a multiple choice again. Which English king signed Magna Carta in 1215? Was it A, John, B, Richard I, or C, Stephen? And rounding off round 1, question 10. Which Icelandic singer-songwriter has the surname Gudmundsdóttir? Before we get to round 2, we have the mega hard bonus question. A really difficult question will now be asked where you're competing individually against your teammates if you are playing as teams. You are allowed to use your calculator or the notes on your phone to record a numerical answer, but you mustn't Google. That would be cheating. The closest person to the correct answer wins, and it's up to you whether the winner should receive bonus points to, maybe a suggestion, a drink, cup of tea, money, or any other reward of your choosing. Mega hard bonus question 1. The Spice Girls' debut hit, Wannabe, reached #1 in the charts in how many different countries? And the answer is 37.
In a row?
Moving on to round 2. Hopefully by now your brains would have warmed up. This is where it starts to get tricky. Question 11 is a word association game. There is an example below, if you wish to pause and read it. But what single word can precede or follow the following 4 words to make 4 brand new non-hyphenated words that can be found in the dictionary? The 4 words are bled, B-L-E-D, fluff, F-L-U-F-F, peer, P-I-E-R, and stumble, S-T-U-M-B-L-E. Question 12. Megan Turner, that's M-E-G-H-A-N, Turner, T-U-R-N-E-R. Megan Turner is an anagram of which station on the London Underground map? This could be a London Underground tube station, a DLR station, Overground, or the Elizabeth line. And it is a complete anagram where all the letters are jumbled up and the answer could be 1, 2, 3, or more words long. Question 13. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers portrayed which King of England in the TV show The Tudors? Question 14. In which modern-day country is the site of Auschwitz concentration camp? Question 15 is another audio round. It will be 1 point for each answer. And it's name the TV show. Name the TV show from the audio. This could be the intro music or the outro music or even dialogue. And it may even be sped up, slowed down, or played in reverse. Take it away.
belong together, you and I forever and ever. No matter where you are, you're my guiding star.
And from the very first moment I saw you, I never felt such emotion. I'm walking on air. Might be all that you get. Yeah, I guess this might well be it. But heaven knows I've tried.
Question 16. Which two Hollywood actors currently own Wrexham Football Club? Question 17. Which South American country is named after an Italian city? Question 18, and it's another multiple choice. As of August 2026, how many countries are currently member states of the European Union? Is the answer A, 22, B, 27, or C, 32? Question 19 is worth 3 points. Name any 3 of the 5 African countries that the Greenwich Meridian line passes through. And question 20. Andrew Lloyd Webber won an Oscar for the song You Must Love Me, which appeared in which 1996 musical biopic? In between round 2 and round 3, we have another mega hard bonus question. If you need to be reminded of the rules, feel free to hit pause and read over. Mega hard bonus question 2. How long, in minutes, was the running time of Christopher Nolan's 2010 film Inception? And the answer is 148 minutes. On to round 3, question 21. A museum dedicated to whom is located at 20 Westermarkt in Amsterdam? Question 22, multiple choice, but there's 4 options. The real Taj Mahal is in India, but in which country is there a full-size replica of the same monument? Is it A, Bangladesh, B, Indonesia, C, Pakistan, or D, United Arab Emirates? Question 23 is the Phil Taylor Swift question, so I'll give you 2 cryptic clues referencing 2 people, places, or things, and those answers will need to be smashed together, so the last word of the first answer will be the first word of the second answer. Some examples are here. If the cryptic clue was, I may be the greatest darts player ever, but we are never ever getting back together, that would be referencing Phil Taylor and Taylor Swift. When you put them together, you have Phil Taylor Swift. Another example, when Harry met Sally at a South London football club, it's referencing Billy Crystal and Crystal Palace, hence Billy Crystal Palace. And the third example, the Coldplay frontman was a fan of this 1844 Charles Dickens novel. The answer would be Chris Martin Chuzzlewit, because that clue is referencing Chris Martin and Martin Chuzzlewit. So, this month's Phil Taylor Swift questions. 23A. A London Underground station in between North Ealing and Alperton would be the perfect location for Michael Crichton's Dinosaur Zoo. And 23B. This actress screamed Orange is the New Black before playing Kate Kane's Batwoman and becoming a foundational figure in the Me Too movement. Question 24 is a song lyric question. You'll get 1 point for the song title and 1 point for the artist. They are opening lyrics, and they are, My love has got no money. He's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no power. He's got his strong beliefs. My love has got no fame. He's got his strong beliefs. Question 25. Which Asian volcano last erupted on December 16th, 1707? Question 26. Which 1978 album by the rock band Queen features the songs Fat Bottoms Girls, Bicycle Race, and Don't Stop Me Now? Question 27. In the musical Grease, what is the name of the clique formed by the bad girls of Rydell High? And question 28. What links the last 4 answers? That will be the song lyric question, the Asian volcano, the Queen album, and the question about Greece. Question 29 is film audio. You'll hear audio from 5 films. You'll get 1 point for each answer, and there's something that links them. So you'll get 1 point for each of the film titles and 1 point for the link.
Time's up.
What are you doing New Year's Eve?
I'll be back in England by New Year's Eve.
You know, I've never been to England. I've never been to Europe.
No?
If I come over there, will you go out with me on New Year's Eve?
Love to.
Question 30. On which United States river is the Hoover Dam? Question 31. And it's a 50-50. Which author wrote more novels? Was it A. Jackie Collins or B. Barbara Taylor Bradford? Question 32. Which English rock supergroup consisted of Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gresh? Was it A. Blind Faith, B. Cream, C. Derek and the Dominoes, or D. the Yardbirds? And again, in between round 3 and 4, a mega hard bonus question. Here's the rules again if you wish to refresh your memory. And mega hard bonus question 3. How many total cards are there in the game Uno? And the answer is 108. And before we move on to the final round, there will be 4 questions in the final round where there will be bonus points available to the team or individual who answers first. Those questions will be 33, 36, 41, and 43. Here's some rules here if you wish to pause and read over them. So we start the final round with an anagram. So I'll give you an anagram, and then I'll give you clues as to what the person, place, or thing is. Staggered clues. The first team or person to answer correctly will receive a bonus point. Everyone else who answers correctly should still receive 1 point. So question 33. The anagram is minor, M-I-N-O-R, Latvian, L-A-T-V-I-A-N, avatar, A-V-A-T-A-R. Minor Latvian avatar. And the clues. It's a woman. In her 60s. A retired former sportsperson. Turned pro in 1974. Considered one of the all-time greats. Ranked world number 1 for 332 weeks. Born in Prague, Czechoslovakia. Now holds US citizenship. Tennis player. Dominated Wimbledon throughout the 1980s. Question 34. Which famous sportsperson has the real name Edson Arantes do Nascimento? Question 35. The French sculptor Auguste Rodin is mostly associated with which bronze sculpture of a seated naked man? Question 36 is another bonus point question where teams players are competing against each other. You will receive staggered clues every few seconds, and once the answer is solved, you should pause and skip to the next question. The first team to get the answer correctly will receive a bonus point. Everyone else who answers correctly will receive 1 point. The answer for this question will be a music artist. That could be a singer, a band, a group, K-pop band, rapper, producer, composer, or someone like Simon Cowell who doesn't really fit into any of those categories. And the clues are, it's a band. Formed in 2002. From Glasgow, Scotland. They won 2 Brits, a Mercury Prize, and an Ivor Novello Award. They released their first album in 2004. Their second album was a UK number 1. They never had a UK number 1 single, but had 3 top 10 hits. The original lineup include Julian Corrie, Nick McCarthy, and Alex Kapranos. And they took the band's name from a historical figure whose assassination triggered the start of World War I. Question 37. The letters of what alcoholic drink are used as a mnemonic for banks and lenders to evaluate and assess a business's credit risk? Question 38 is a double or nothing. So to score maximum points, both answers must be correct. But if you put one answer and one answer only, and that answer is correct, you will get a point. However, if you put two answers and one or either is incorrect, you will score 0 for this question. And the double or nothing question is, for which two films has Margot Robbie received an Oscar nomination for acting? That's either Best Actress or Best Supporting Actress. Question 39. How many bells are currently housed in the Elizabeth Tower? Question 40 is an audio round, and you're going to hear 5 songs, but they've been mashed up into a random order, where you'll only hear a few seconds of each song in no particular order. You'll receive 1 point for the song, 1 point for the artist. Now it doesn't matter where you write this on your answer sheet if you're using them, as long as the artist and the songs are paired correctly. Here we go.
Looking out a dirty old window.
Good white wine. I come alive in the nighttime. Yeah.
So let me take your hand. I get weak.
All I wanted was some evidence.
Hey boy, I really wanna see if you can go downtown with a girl like me. Whoa. Oh nah nah. It's like being lost in heaven. You can take me to the sky. Hot shot, give me no problems.
Let's take a step and look around us now. People.
Oh, oh,
I've seen the rain fall in Africa.
Isn't this what's good from me? There's a new one coming, I warn ya.
Come on and show.
Question 41 is another bonus point question where teams and players are competing against each other. You'll receive staggered clues every 5 to 10 seconds. Once the answer is solved, you should pause, optional, and skip to the next question. The first team to get the answer receive a bonus point. Everyone else who answers correctly will receive 1 point. And the answer will be a film title or a film franchise or series. And the clues. It's an American film. Released by Disney. Released in 2007. Directed by Kevin Lima. Received 3 Oscar nominations, all for Best Original Song. It received a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy. Won Best Fantasy Film at the Saturn Awards. Blends live action, CGI and traditional animation. Narrated by Julie Andrews. Stars James Marsden, Patrick Dempsey, and Amy Adams. The final clue is Princess Giselle. Question 42. Who was the first England player to be sent off in an international football match? Question 43 is our fourth and final bonus point question, where teams are competing against each other. You will receive staggered clues every 5 to 10 seconds, and once the answer is solved, you should pause, again this is optional, and skip to the next question. The first team to get the answer receive a bonus point. Everyone else who answers correctly will receive 1 point. The answer will be anything at all. Think of it like the anagram question for question 33, but you don't get the anagram, only the clues. These clues are: it's a business, a restaurant chain, founded in 1965 by Peter Boyzot, headquartered in Uxbridge, UK, first restaurant opened in Wardour Street in London, and it closed in 2020. From 1969 onwards, their Dean Street venue hosted live jazz performances from singers including Ella Fitzgerald, Amy Winehouse, Norah Jones, and Jamie Cullum. Italian cuisine. And has also been called Pizza Marzano and Pizza Milano. Question 44, and the last question of the quiz. Another multiple choice, but you have 6 options to choose from. And of the following, 5 are the names of English villages. 1 is the name of a West Indian cricketer. Which one is the cricketer? The options are A. Clifford Chambers, B. Garth Rowe, C. Martin Hussingtree, D. Page Wood, E. Sixpenny Handley, and F. Wardy Hill. So before we go through the answers, there's some more questions for you if you wish to answer these in the comments. On with the answers. Question 1. Tetley, Taifu, and PG Tips are brands of which beverage items? The answer is tea, also except tea bags. Question 2. True or false? Hong Kong has its own Disneyland. It's true. It opened in 2005. Question 3. How many sides does a 50p piece have? The answer is 7. Question 4. Which country has the largest population in the world? The answer is India. Question 5. What is the name of the instrument used to measure temperature? The answer is thermometer. Question 6. The correct order. Put these famous battles in order of when they occurred from the oldest to the most recent. The answers are: number 1 would be the Battle of Agincourt in 1415. Number 2, the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. Number 3, the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863. Number 4, Battle of Midway in 1942. Now this is a 2-point question. You should be receiving half a point for each answer in the correct place. Question 7. What decommissioned power plant is located near the abandoned city of Pripyat, Ukraine? The answer would be the Vladimir Ilyich Lenin nuclear power plant, which you'd also know as Chernobyl. Question 8. The audio. It's 1 point for each answer, and the famous people's voices were Lady Diana Spencer, more famously known as Princess Diana, and Sylvester Stallone. Question 9. Which English king signed Magna Carta in 1215? That would be King John. Question 10. What Icelandic singer-songwriter has the surname Gudmundsdottir? And the answer is Björk. Moving on to round 2 and question 11. I gave you the 4 words bled, fluff, peer, and stumble, and the answer that would link them is bum, B-U-M. You've got bumbled, bum fluff, bumpier, and stumble bum. And I do assure you that they are all words that you would be able to find in the dictionary. Question 12. Megan Turner is an anagram of which station on the London Underground map? The answer is Turnham Green. Question 13. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers portrayed which King of England in the TV show The Tudors? The answer, Henry VIII. Question 14. In which modern-day country is the site of Auschwitz concentration camp? The answer is Poland. Question 15. The TV show audio, 1 point for each answer. And they were Strike It Lucky, also known as Strike It Rich, Star Trek The Next Generation, Home and Away, and Ted Lasso. Question 16. Which 2 Hollywood actors currently own Wrexham Football Club as of August 2026? The answers are Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, and it's 1 point for each of them names. Question 17. Which South American country is named after an Italian city? Venezuela. It's named after Venice. Question 18. As of August 2026, how many countries are currently member states of the European Union? The answer is 27. Question 19, and this is worth 3 points. Name any 3 of the 5 African countries that the Greenwich Meridian line passes through. So it's any 3 from these 5. Algeria, Mali, Burkina Faso, Togo, and Ghana. Question 20. Andrew Lloyd Webber won an Oscar for the song You Must Love Me, which appeared in which 1996 musical biopic? The answer is Vita. Question 21. A museum dedicated to whom is located at 20 Westermarkt in Amsterdam? The answer is Anne Frank. Question 22. The real Taj Mahal is in India, but in which country is there a full-size replica of the same monument? The answer is A, Bangladesh. Question 23, and the Phil Taylor Swift questions. So 23A, a London Underground station in between North Ealing and Alperton would be a perfect location for Michael Crichton's Dinosaur Zoo. The answer to that is Jurassic Park Royal. And 23B, this actress screamed Orange is the New Black before playing Kate Kane's Batwoman and becoming a foundational figure in the Me Too movement. The answer I'm looking for is Ruby Rose McGowan. Question 24, the song lyrics. Freed from Desire was the song title, and that's by Gala. 1 point for the song title, 1 point for the artist. Question 25, which Asian volcano last erupted on December 16th, 1707? The answer is Mount Fuji. Question 26, which 1978 album by the rock band Queen features the songs Fat Bottomed Girls, Bicycle Race, and Don't Stop Me Now? The answer is Jazz. Question 27. In the musical Grease, what is the name of the clique formed by the bad girls of Rydell High? The answer is Pink Ladies. And question 28. What links the last 4 answers? They are types of varieties of apples. You have Gala, Fuji, Jazz, Pink Lady. Question 29 on the film audio is 1 point for each answer and 1 point for the link. And the films were Halloween, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, Independence Day, The Holiday, and Midsummer. And the link is that they are celebrations, celebratory events, things that you may celebrate. Question 30. On which United States river is the Hoover Dam? The answer is Colorado. Question 31. Which author wrote more novels? It was Barbara Taylor Bradford. So Jackie Collins penned 32, but Barbara Taylor Bradford penned 40. Question 32. Which English rock supergroup consisted of Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gresh? The answer is Blind Faith. Eric Clapton was in all of these bands, but the rest of the band members are specifically in Blind Faith. Question 33. So the You have the anagram, minor Latvian avatar, and all the clues are there on screen for you to read. And the answer is Martina Navratilova. Question 34. Which famous sports person has the real name Edson Arantes dos Nascimento? The answer, Pelé. Question 35. The French sculptor Auguste Rodin is mostly associated with which bronze sculpture of a seated naked man? The answer is The Thinker, or to give it its French name, Le Penseur. Question 36. Name the musical artist. All the clues are there for you to read. And the answer is Franz Ferdinand. Question 37. The letters of what alcoholic drink are used as a mnemonic for banks and lenders to evaluate and assess a business's credit risk? The answer is Campari, and the reason why is them letters initialize character, ability, margin, purpose, amount, repayment, and insurance. Question 38, the Double or Nothing. So for which two films has Margot Robbie received an Oscar nomination for acting? The answers are I, Tonya and Bombshell. Question 39. How many bells are currently housed in the Elizabeth Tower? The answer is 5. You have Big Ben and 4 quarter bells. And question 40. The audio, the 5 song mashups, will get 1 point for the song, 1 point for the artist. And the answers are Kids in America by Kim Wilde, Lost in Your Eyes by Debbie Gibson, A Different Beat by Boyzone, Fill My Little World by The Feeling, and What's My Name by Rihanna featuring Drake. Now, Rihanna would be the main artist there, so putting Drake is optional if you accept that or not. Question 41. The film. Now that you have all the clues on screen, give the answer as Enchanted. Question 42. Who was the first England player to be sent off in an international football match? The answer was Alan Mullery, and that was against Yugoslavia in June 1968. Question 43. All the clues are on the screen now for you to see, and the answer is Pizza Express. And finally, question 44. Of the following 5 are the names of English villages, but one was the name of a West Indian cricketer. Which one is a cricketer? And the answer was D, Page Wood. And that brings us to the end of this month's online pub quiz. Thank you very much for playing. If you enjoyed this, please give the video a like and leave a comment with your scores maybe, or even suggestions for questions for next month. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.